Hey everybody, Justin Perry here with a quick video review of the Cambridge Pitt Minion in Brown Goatskin. This is the New American Standard translation. Just wanted to highlight a few of the unique features of this Bible. This is a Pitt Minion, which is actually by definition a particular size. It's a small Bible with a small font. And so this is definitely going to be in the range of a compact or pocket Bible, but it's actually pretty surprising in clarity and in several other features for the size. As you can see here, I've upgraded the ribbon with two gold ribbons. It's double-faced satin, and other than that, it's just standard out of the box. So as you can see here, this is the Brown Goatskin. It's got a nice grain in the goat skin. It's a really nice color brown. It's sort of on the darker side of the spectrum. You've got a consistent grain on both sides. It's also got the art gilded page edges. You can see from above you've got that copper coloring on the sides of the pages there. Before we get too much into the inside of the book, I will just comment a little more on the build of the book. Even though it's a goatskin cover, it's actually board lined, and so it's not leather lined. It's not going to be as soft as many goatskin bindings are, but I have some thoughts about why they did a board lining rather than a leather lining. This is a Cambridge Bible. It's built really well. It's also printed and bound by YoungBlood in Holland, which has really become my favorite Bible binder. And it seems that the Bibles that I've found that are just spectacular, many of them are being bound now by YoungBlood in Holland. Since it is board lined, it's not going to be as soft as a leather-lined Bible. As a matter of fact, there are some reviews out there where people have been really critical about the board lining just because it's not very soft. And I understand that criticism. It would be nice to have a very soft cover on this Bible. But as small as it is, since it is really a hand-sized Bible in every sense of the word, it's really nice to have a more firm binding because you can hold it in your hand and read right out of it with one hand like this. The binding is actually able to support the book block pretty well. I've heard people or read reviews of people even saying that the binding is rigid, and I would not agree with that. I think it's definitely not soft, but it's nowhere near as rigid as you would find with even most genuine leather pigskin bindings, or even especially like a leather over board, some of the old school Bibles that you would find that really do have a rigid cover. So once we open the Bible, you'll see, you probably will notice that the text is very small. It's right around a 7-point font, but it is also exceptionally clear. I read a lot of reviews about how clear the Pitt Minion was, especially the newer text settings. And I was pretty skeptical because it's such a small Bible. For me, a Bible, if I'm going to actually use it, the text really has to be clear. And this is exceptionally clear for such a small Bible. It is, and it's because of a feature that I've mentioned in most of my video reviews. It's because of line matching. And line matching is the printing technology where they actually line up the print on the front side of the page with the print on the back side, which causes there to be almost no appearance of bleed through or ghosting from page to page. It's pretty striking when you set a Bible with line matching next to one that does not have line matching. It's almost become a standard for any Bible that I'm going to use and consider to be a great Bible long term. It is bound by YoungBlood in Holland. The paper is a little different than what I'm used to. It's not glossy. Most of the Bibles I've seen by YoungBlood is a glossy India paper. This one is more of a matte finish, but it's still really nice and even though it's not incredibly thick, it is actually very opaque. You can see the size of the Bible. It is very thin. I believe it's around 3/4 of an inch thick, maybe even less. Maybe, I think the exact measurement's around 0.67, which is very thin, and it's a very small Bible. It's smaller than my hand, and I don't have very large hands. It's just a hair smaller in footprint than the Cambridge Clarion, and I should have brought a Clarion here to do a side-by-side, but just to give you an idea, it's about the same footprint as a Clarion, but of course much thinner. So my overall assessment of the Bible is that it is the most incredible compact-sized Bible that I've ever seen. The text and the clarity, to me, make it just a real standout edition. If you are in the market at all for a small Bible, then I would definitely recommend the Pitt Minion. I've been using it a lot for the past couple of weeks and found it just very accessible. It's so small, it's easy to carry everywhere, and it's really just an excellent Bible. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my review. Check out my others here on YouTube, as well as my blog at gloriousnuances.wordpress.com. Thanks.